calling Scout a twink. Twitter. He is not a twink. He does not have curly hair. He does not have a soft baby face. He just happens to be skinny.
Good start.
He could have he could have curly hair.
But he doesn't.
He kind of does have a baby face.
I don't know. That's fair. His personality is just so frat bro-y that I don't see him as a twink. Anyway, that's a great way to start everything. That's a great way to start this episode.
Yeah, that's a great cold open.
Hi guys. Positions at Storytime with Scrappy and Friends are open if you'd like to join us. Also, this is Storytime with Scrappy and Friends. We're very sorry.
This is story time with Twinkie and Friends.
I mean, I could go for a Twinkie right now.
That actually, Twinkie and Cream.
So, hello folks, my name is Scrappy Fan 92. The person you previously heard is Tanner.
No, but it's like the people who call fucking Fry from Futurama a twink. He's not. He's just a vaguely skinny man.
I'm not even going to address that.
Okay.
Raideran is also here, and Harry is here. I think we're doing this quickly so we can go to bed.
I'm struggling.
I knew a girl. There's a girl at my mental health clinic who oftentimes comes in, doesn't talk to anyone, will occasionally just walk outside to vape, and has her headphones in, blasting Eminem. And the only thing, one of the few times she's spoken, because she spoke it a few times, one of them was just to declare Fry from Futurama her husband.
No wonder she's there.
Let's not go there.
But no, I'm not saying this out of hate for her. I admire the shit out of her. I respect the husbando game. I know people don't say husbando anymore, but fuck you, I'm a Zennial.
What was I talking about again? Okay, oh yeah, we're reading Ceasefire Days again by Soror. Still never gonna get the pronunciation correct. Last time on that story, snow.
Yeah, last time on that story, The Grey, starring Liam Neeson.
Yeah, just...
Harry, don't laugh. There's no way you got that reference.
I mostly just laughed at the Liam Neeson part.
Yeah. That movie fucking
He's
rocks.
struggling. He hears what he wants to hear.
I don't have the energy right now, dude. I don't care.
None of us do. It's honestly a kind of malpractice for me to even have you recording at this hour.
No.
So we're just gonna get into it.
I've been excited to record again with you guys.
Keep that energy up when we get to the Miraculous World, Kayleen Bouchier, Chapter 5 or 6.
Oh, am I gonna be in that?
Eventually.
You could be.
Alright, I will keep that in mind for the Miraculous World of Dave Mustaine.
Oh gosh. Okay, so this is Ceasefire Days, Chapter 10. It's a very short thing. We're gonna just go through it. This is Fight Club. We begin in 3, 2, 1.
Ah, come on! You could definitely take Spy.
I don't know, lad. He's got quick feet.
Quick feet? Have you seen me? I can run circles around that bastard.
So he just has to trip you.
No! Put me above Doc! Yo! Pyro!
Pyro paused on his Pyro paused on their way down the hall, glancing into the common room. Scout and Demo Man, today played by Raideran, were lounging on the ratty couches in the cold front base, paper spread out in front of them on the coffee table. A bottle of Scrumpy was unopened and half full.
I could take Engie in a fight.
Pyro blinked from behind their mask. They were surprised to see Scout actually sitting in one place. Usually on ceasefire days, he was running around making it his job to harass everyone. Then again, the snowstorm had been, had been raging since the night before, with no sign of letting up, and the heat was on full blast in the base. It left the rooms feeling much cozier than usual, and perhaps even Scout realized today was more for relaxing than causing a ruckus.
I'd take that silence as a no.
Supplied Demo, snickering to himself as he scribbled on his sheet.
What about engineer versus medic?
Engie.
Replied Scout, nodding his head.
Doc is old as balls. He'll probably throw out his back in a fist fight.
Pyro commented, making their way over to the duo and sitting next to Demo on a couch. Let me try that again.
No way. Really?
Blinked Scout, ignoring Pyro's question.
I'd say Engie is like 47. Doc? 60, hands down.
I dunno. Pyro may be right. Or maybe they're the same age.
Remarked Demo, rubbing his chin. He glanced over at Pyro, who was examining the paper.
We're making a chart to see who would win in a fight. Wanna help us, lad?
Pyro pointed to Demo Man's name scribbled under heavies, apparently making the Scotsman the second best hand-to-hand fighter in the group. Demo Man let out a laugh, as if it were obvious.
Cause I'd be able to whoop any of your asses. Other than heavy. No offense, laddie.
Pyro tilted their head, glancing over at Scout. The runner shrugged.
I tried arguing for the second man. Drunk bastard thinks he can really beat me.
Oy. Pyro contested. Demo Man shot him.
Well, at least we know who wins now.
Story's over.
Yeah.
Demo Man shot them an incredulous look.
You're kidding, right? I could whoop that American in any weather, at any time of day. He can barely see past his helmet.
Demo defended, aghast at the prospect of Soldier being able to beat him in a fight. Pyro continued, shrugging their shoulders. Demo shook his head as Scout started laughing under his breath.
Come on, Pyro. You really think Soldier, our Soldier, crazy as hell, was actually accepted into the military? I'm sure he hasn't even been outside of America. In fact, I'm 99% certain of what he tells us is bullshit.
Scout enlightens the naive and trusting Pyromaniac. Demo Man nodded.
Straight up, that's actually canon. Straight up, Scout is right.
Sounds about
You know what? Sure.
There's a, if I can info it up for a bit, there's the first time we see the war arc where we learn that the Blue Soldier and Red Demo Man are friends and the administrator disapproves of that. In that arc, they send like a little TV. They basically just do like what the fucking I wanted to say black guy, but I'm thinking of the little black thing from Sonic X does, where they send him a little TV.
Bokun?
Bokun. There's a bit in there where we see inside, and it's all just like cardboard medals that he's awarded himself. We see inside his apartment. This is before he moves into a castle.
So he really is just full of shit.
Yeah, no. He outright says, like, I worked hard for those medals when I awarded myself those medals and I earned every damn one of them. Yeah. Again, they aren't playing. He's definitely like a bit pre-Flanderization soldier here. He's still crazy, but he's nowhere near where some of the later supplementary material and voice lines in the game take him. Men, these are the facts as I see it. These are the facts as I see it. What was it? You know what? Never mind. It's some line like, men. Patton never lost. Jesus never lost. If winning is good enough for those war heroes, it's good enough for us.
Alright, thank you for the lore dump.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright. He's right, lad. I'll bet you all me scrumpy, in this ball anyway, that fool's never stepped on a military training field, American or otherwise.
Hey, fellas, does anyone know whose turn it is to take out all the trash? Yep, my voice is gone. Engineer poked his head into the room. Hard hat missing, but dark goggles covering his eyes.
Definitely not mine.
Not me, I can promise you that.
Oh! Engineer frowned, slowly walking into the room. Well, the schedule's missing. Now, I know it's all fun to mess around the base, but the schedule has everyone's chores on it. I don't suppose someone is hiding it. He sends a pointed look to Scout, who was pretending to examine his nails in disinterest.
Come on, NG.
Scout commented.
Ever since that near-death experience with the avalanche and the wolves and the frogs, I'm way more serious. I would never intentionally hide the chore schedule in Archimedes' cage or nothing.
Realizing his slip-up, Scout immediately jumped up, laughing as if he told a joke.
Nope, not me. Not me. Yo, NG, you want to help me in demo? You think you could beat Pyro in hand-to-hand?
The American, not the one who's Southern, but the Bostonian American, ranted, throwing an arm around Engineer's shoulders and slowly leading the older, not amused man toward the couch. What kind of question is that?
We're making a list of who fights best without weapons.
Flamed Demo Man, holding up the sheet of scribbles and crossouts. Engineer leaned forward to get a better look, eyebrows furrowed. Now, this just ain't right. Scout's supposed to be at the bottom of the tier list, commented Engineer casually, picking up Demo's discarded pencil to write Scout's name at the bottom of the page.
Excuse you?
Scout piped up, crossing his arms over his chest.
There's a reason I'm third, buddy, okay? I kick ass! Unlike you hiding behind your machines all day.
And Demo, if anything, you and Soldier should be on the same level. I'd reckon it'd be a tie. Continued Engineer, seemingly ignoring the runner at his side. Pyro nodded in agreement, shooting the Engineer.
Well, at least there's respawn.
Yeah, and then Engineer writhed in pain from the encasing inferno surrounding him.
Shooting the Engineer a thumbs up of approval as Demo Man stared in shock, mouth slightly hung open.
Are you out of your mind?
And here I put Spy above Sniper, Pyro above Spy, and actually I think that should even it out. Engineer finished, straightening up with a smile. The new list read, from top to bottom: Heavy, Demo Man / Soldier, Engineer, Medic, Pyro, Spy, Sniper, Scout.
Frickin' way!
Snapped Scout, snatching the pencil from Engineer and crossing out his name from the bottom. Instead, he wrote it boldly above Engineer's, smirking in triumph.
Now that's more like it, Hot Hat.
Engineer shrugged. That don't really change anything, Scout. I'd still put you at the bottom in a fist fight, the Texan remarked, standing toe-to-toe with the Bostonian who was now fuming in his face.
Brothers, man, I would mess you.
Cut out a few times, Tanky. Try it one more time, please.
7 brothers, man, I would mess you up.
Thank you. Scout declared, shoving a finger into Engineer's chest with the last 3 words. Engineer frowned, looking ready to smack Scout with his metal hand for invading his personal space. The two turned their attention to Pyro, who now had created a new list. Demo looking on while downing the rest of his Scrumpy. In a Pyromaniac's neat handwriting, the no weapons throwdown list was written in the corner of the page.
That's a bunch of bullshit, I tell ya.
Demo commented, slamming his bottle onto the table.
None of you know anything about true fighting. Real. Rip a man's throat out. What? Real? What?
Real. Yeah, I don't know why there's a comma.
I'm just confused as to why the real is there.
He
Like,
drank the
real as in
Huh?
real rip a man's throat out.
Like he's listing the adjectives, so to speak.
oh, let me try that again. None of you know anything about true fighting. Real. Rip a man's throat out if he looks at you funny at the bar. Fighting.
Yeah.
What the hell,
Oh,
Pyro?
oh, now I see. Now I see how this is written.
What the hell, Pyro? Why'd you give him the Scrumpy that makes you say real?
Exclaimed Scout, grabbing the paper away and glaring at it.
This looks completely dumb.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm done. It's not too bad, commented Engineer, scratching at his stubble as he leaned closer to Scout to go over Pyro's ranking. Pyro gloated, crossing their arms and nodding surely. Before long, the four crowded around a coffee table, snatching the pencil back and forth, attempting to create a perfect Fight Club list. Needless to say, a ranking in hand-to-hand combat would most likely never be finalized.
Totally see Scout looking up to Tyler Durden as a role model. This was a good title.
And that is the end of Chapter 10.
Yeah, that was short. I feel like Scout would hype himself up as the top of the list, though.
He absolutely would, I guess. Yeah, he would, I guess. I don't know, it's funny that everyone just seems to agree, yeah, Happy would wash everyone.
I mean, that's true, but I know Scout would think he could take Heavy.
Doesn't Heavy just have weapons that are just his fists?
Yes, one of his weapons is just his fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's enough to put him at the top.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's a short little vignette, I guess. It's, I guess, nice where, and it's I guess compared to the more mildly more serious 3-parter we had beforehand, it's back to the standard downtime shenanigans. And hey, Scott didn't get beat up for once. That's nice.
Yeah, no, they really, if there's one thing they capture well, it is how much Scout's like the punching bag. Which is, like, partially deserved.
Yeah. I'm surprised, like, when I was reading the first few lines earlier today, I was like, alright, they mentioned spies, he gonna, like, show up to ruin it for Scout? No, surprisingly not.
No. God. No, I also think, it is, this author loves the verb shot. Like shooting a look at someone.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Hey, it works for me.
Now, how long before Scrappy forgets to make the joke?
I'm imagining each time it happens, they're not using a TF2 weapon. They are using like a photoshopped realistic Glock.
Oh gosh.
Like a PNG of a handgun.
Excuse me. Well, I enjoy this. It's like characters arguing over like their own in-universe tier list is just kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah. I could see just a Reddit thread about who would win in a fight. Because there are, like, people make
It probably exists.
There are tons of tier lists for the TF2 community make, like who cried while watching Titanic. Scout was pretends that he didn't cry but absolutely did.
Sounds about right.
Heavy was cried while watching Titanic and is not ashamed of it.
Sounds about right.
Soldier is now currently declaring war on icebergs and must be stopped.
Sounds about right. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
No, I mean, what analysis can you really provide to this one?
I don't know,
A very serious Reddit-esque analysis of actual power scaling discussion.
Oh yeah. You could you could try to make it seem political in some way. I don't know. There's something there. You could make an argument that Heavy is not in this chapter because they're trying to silence the proletariat.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to think of a follow-on for that gag. So, folks, if you are inspired by this chapter, please do make a tier list of, I don't know, Storytime cast members. I'm sure none of us will regret that.
Or write a Marxist manifesto about the Heavy. Heavy.
Write a manifesto about why the Heavy would clear.
Yeah. A school shooter motivated purely by that. Like, they got into an argument with their friend Bryant at lunchtime, who said that Scout is the strongest. It's just like, he's fucking not. He's fucking not. I feel like Heavy believe in communism. Heavy equally distribute killings and fists to everyone.
So, what were your thoughts, Harry?
Words.
Oh.
Riveting.
All right then. Well, I guess that's all I got.
Yeah, no,
Technically, if this video,
I can't right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I love that this is the reverse, where everyone else. This is a sign of character development and story time with Scrappy, to where I'm like, yo, let's read the other chapter. I'm having fun. Everyone else is like, no, fuck this show.
Oh yeah. Oh, after this we got a 3-parter. I don't think we should read the next one.
I said that for a reason. Did no one read what I posted in the Discord server?
I saw that you only wanted to read the one chapter. I must have missed the follow up.
No, I saw it. I saw it.
I'm sure I saw it as well.
Okay, I'm not crazy then. So, hi folks, if you're watching the recording of this episode, hopefully we've put up the not quite an episode Storytime Direct from a few weeks back first.
Yeah.
That should explain at least a few of our future plans. If you have not watched that video for some reason, then yeah, we're just going to continue with this story and the miraculous world of Kayleen Bouchier, and gradually We are this close to getting all of the guest audio for the project, so it looms. It looms.
Hopefully Harry will be better by then.
Oh yeah, I assume this will. I mean, I hope this will go in the next few days.
I hope so
Actually,
too. I mean, I may or may not have caught
a
something.
9-hour video of me saying slurs in Morse code.
I've definitely felt worse. This is like pretty mild, all things considered, but like
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, you do sound out of it.
yeah.
What was I going to say? I mean, I may have developed some aches myself in the last few hours. I took some therapy. I feel better now, thankfully.
Yeah, I've been
So I
taking
hope
stuff
that's
throughout the
not-
day.
I know.
Apparently think a bug's just kind of going around my house right now, so it's just kind of.
It's flu season.
Yeah.
It is flu season. Take care of yourselves, people. Yeah, I guess not to drag this out any longer. We're reading the things that we've been reading for like the last several months, and eventually we'll read that other thing.
We will be reading a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is what I'm thinking, then I definitely need to be better for that because it's.
I mean, you got like 3 lines in the first 3 chapters there, so.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the Disney thing. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of something
Okay,
else.
wait a Harry! Harry, you spoiled it!
He's spoiling it.
I mean, it's
Get
not
him
like we
out!
haven't put up
Get
like
him out!
1,000 promos.
It's not like it's a secret.
The only time I've ever kept a secret well was when I was writing that one Love Live story for.
Oh no, but I've
ages.
straight up said like, ooh, me and Scrappy are working on a secret project, and then in the others I'm like, hey, when are we gonna get back to the American Dad fic? Just outright on story time.
Okay, well I didn't say anything about that at least.
I mean, we spoiled that months ago or years ago. I don't even know anymore. It's like. So also, yeah, we're doing an American Dad fic eventually. So yeah, that's all we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this short episode, and see you next week, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna end it there. That's good.